Ken Mami sha sem free match e course wo Old Trafford. Manchester United and Shebi Arsenal e share baako e wo Premier League nim. Ken me nipa baako a se ye bo match a ni ewie a di obewi ni no. The first thing is to acknowledge the winner. Enra game e course so e wo Old Trafford no. Arsenal na win game no. Mejitu mu say Arsenal enya the best of game no aye course no. Arsenal enya omu dey. Arsenal intimi and dominate et say the enim Arsenal no. Nemum Arsenal timi manage say at the end of the 90 minutes obenya 3 maximum points. Eye league na yebo. Every 3 points be a very important. Sa o person compete e Premier League e so Englander. Ye ma 3 points bi entwemu nko. Enti emfa ho ne kwan a obefa so e win sa 3 points no. So enra emfa ho se Arsenal omo suffer ye. Arsenal entimian dominate Manchester United no. At the end of the 90 minutes, the OJ 3 points no ye Arsenal. And every good team biano. Se o pesa ultimate dominate with domestic competition. O pesa obo at the highest level. And your match biana obe dominate. Your match bi owa. Ube wini, ba obe use the ugly way. Sorry to say now the wini. Entienra the di kai ma member Arsenal for nabaso. Se omuko Old Trafford. I was our pressure we mu say omu entimi dominate no omo manage yes so mutimi nya 3 points no. The first thing is to acknowledge Arsenal. Can you ball game ni nyina no? Manchester United fans no majority of them no omo happy with the performance of Manchester United. And yes Manchester United elusu ana omani age derby. Say o kanokra league na ekoso England no. Your clubs ni bi wo ho a in terms of collective play omo performance no obeka so omo osoro say Manchester United. Currently, say for Manchester City, offer Liverpool, offer Arsenal. Na o say oh ye fair, omo ye ahead of Arsenal team, Manchester United team no. Enti say Manchester United ekoshia Arsenal. Na Manchester United individual performance no omo ye better than Arsenal. Manchester United collective play no omo ye better than Arsenal. Manchester United tactically no omo ye better than Arsenal. Manchester for any geomagini nyina the majority of almost supporters so many agini nyina ne say almost say ye nyoma baako mienu miensa bi ka ho a ebetima mo ma compete. So Manchester for no many age no enra performance no a good sign. Omo hu say omo toto omo nyoma ye na performance no omo di bi ka ho a Manchester United betima perform. That's the reason why Manchester United fans no section of them o many age. By Ken good performance alone ain't me my own compete at the highest level. Manchester United ain't no perform very well. By some performance, na interest Manchester United beat ma compete. Se Manchester United beat ma compete e wo Premier League nim this season again. To me, on be hia nyoma miensa. Die di kan aye consistency. And no Manchester United lose ye by performance no. E twamfoni di atre say na Manchester United beto aso dia. And Manchester United be yadie. So for Manchester United, so betima compete with English Premier League this season. No, and what's Manchester United very consistent with more performance. The quality of performance are a better to us no, and a better Manchester United let me do some pempens one. Last season, your matches be Manchester United performed very well. Almost supporters NJ. No more did you say better us by matches and do no massa could go when you say. So what take teams are dominating Premier League now? Teams are very consistent with more performance and results. And Manchester City now can dominate Premier League. No, check your more performance. Dominating, very consistent with results. Never Liverpool a Premier League the same thing. Chelsea the same thing, including Manchester United. Manchester United at the time are no more dominating Premier League. No, me very consistent with more performance and results. And the general performance no alone. And to be Manchester United then compete at the highest level. And how consistently on must performance not what so. The second thing, a level of understanding they may improve. And I can say Shadia, Cunha, Mbuemo, Bemu, Bruno Fernandes, Amad Diallo Bemu. Say there's a certain level of pattern of play. Say omo bobo pa, bomu do the final third. Understand the nanke what say woho Emma sa final test structure no very solid now we understanding you because omumbo omo ho nche afi na omu nyina ebebo omo ho enti se Manchester United betima sa compete bi ma understand the na omu benya e wo mu team nim ebeye very key without understanding unya poor structure. And the teams almost are dominating leagues in England. And teams are almost proper understanding on the field. And it's a watch a Cunha, Mbuemo, and Assescu. Now imagine say Omatio Muhwase, Bruno Fernandes, Amadia Luminatio Muhwasia, unse ombetima perform it. So Manchester United will need understanding and tactical dominance. Diana Rubin and Morumi the Manchester United team are tactically obetimi beating the opponents. Strategy by no be you saw the beating the opponents. Actions by be was a coach in use biano and also use. Can in terms of individual quality, obedient to me can't Manchester United any individual quality. We are first level then almost shall see free wa. From free bench by Amad Diallo, Ugarte, Sescu, Harry Maguire. Even Pokrano, Lisandro Martinez were injury. Mazraoui were injury. And in terms of individual materials, team my friend is Manchester United. It will be by Diakano a consistency, understanding, and a tactical dominance. And Manchester United, and run science near positive dear, Nemum, Umbehia Sanyoma we, and they are competing. Wolves etne fie Emma Manchester City be share 4-0. Last season, Nyoma Nkoye am from Manchester City in the Premier League. Omo also third. This season Manchester City person almost dominated Premier League ni biem. And so betima dominate here e was almost asiye. And almost asiye against Wolves omo ko share 4. Ken, ye ball game ni nyina awie ye no. Play obi abonaba so. Eye Tijani Reinders. Okay say Manchester City sign no. Omubo FIFA Club World Cup no me no di abranti we komo office and na ya me de say nipa dodo na ehun the performance of Tijani Reinders. Ken obi a ohwe Italian Serie A obi ohwe AC Milan bia no Tijani Reinders performance na enye ne nwanwa onsem most nansen nipa dodo na time follow Italian Serie A enti the performance of Tijani Reinders ne be ye ne nwanwa kakra bobi bi onima abranti we wo AC Milan Italian Serie A no de oye ne na no against Wolves ne enye ne nwanwa adia na ehun be hia na yese obetimi adapt wo Premier League ni mu ntem because Premier League ne bo edne enti se wo sign player free other league be the bar who expect say obetimi adapt quickly enya de ebo Tijani Reinders by ne quality nano against Wolves Pep Guardiola decided so about Tijani Reinders Bernardo Silva and Nico Gonzalez won finfin ho o Tijani Reinders e wo pretty as a mezela obi oye mezela oye half winger and oye half midfielder sa player and the balance at the bad side of the field no enti nano against Wolf Tijani Reinders ebo as a mezela by ken Shabrant and performance how was he Manchester City in a build up how was me boy you to me open space and provide a passing option around opponent in the penalty box the ball carrying ability how was me holding ball no and making sure so be using the physicality at the amount that chip passes or the final third and again in terms of creativity and a goal scoring and now set time your tie floating around opponent in the box no optimistic goals and no creative and table game ne no not Tijani Reinders am a goal as I assist me hope so better as our performance we are so or you one player personally na over Manchester City na mo gidie so betimi a flourish and the first game Tijani Reinders enguni hu ma say obey star and the talking point of Manchester City set up him Chelsea etna fie goalless against Crystal Palace. A results back majority of Chelsea fans no helmo na Chelsea fans do one including me na me ogidie se match nim be den by Chelsea be find a way to win can they be a meguso akasa same way say see ebo match say a targeting be say o your favorite and no interest automatically sa team ni ko win say o your favorite interest say o advantage ahead of opponents but no interest say chinchina wo kwa kwose going into the game na Chelsea na a favorite. That's the reason why na majority people Chelsea so be winning. By game ni chance no the opponent Crystal Palace find a way to stop Chelsea. Chelsea stop fire. Oliver Glasner and Crystal Palace. And Chelsea stop fire. Minjina baby ada nkoka se Chelsea team nenye. Minjina baby ada nkoka se Chelsea bobo ko no enkoyi. Name opponent na Chelsea ne boy no to ni nyoma yi. So the first thing I need to do is to acknowledge Oliver Glasner and Crystal Palace. The kind of performance are omodema at Chelsea. Crystal Palace equals Stamford Bridge. Crystal Palace nimse on timi nko biem. Any Chelsea nkobo. Crystal Palace nimse on timi nko dominate possession. Enti wasa omo finding a proper way to stop Chelsea team no. And so we check Chelsea lineup on the chance here. Se Chelsea bobo no obo Kukureya, obo Caicedo, Obo Enzo Fernandez, Pedro Neto, Gatins, Kopama, Mone, Joao Pedro Ma. Game plan ye clear. Ye Gatins, and a Pedro Neto, and a Bayer the withholders. Ye can't be so ye be a withholder. Ye player or Tajinan Tenteno or expand the opponent over the wide area. Ye from withholders. And now ye Gatins the Pedro Neto, and a Bayer the withholders at Yama Chelsea. Chelsea in attacking transition. And now Chelsea in possession. Kukureya moving fin. Abeka Kopama, Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo say, Omubenya numbers are media dominating from the midfield, and they are creating chances nina. So Chelsea game plan on Mudiko game na clear. By baby, Udi Oliver Glasner, ordinary flowers, ordinary credits, Ebema Crystal Palace near say. Baby at Chelsea a home dewo, and how best to put Chelsea. The Crystal Palace ni Oliver Glasner yen second. Omu yusu a 5-sided geometry block. Semi breaking it down no be atin ho ase a se ye ka se team be use a 5-sided geometry blocker a team o defend ya without the ball o make sure say obenya 5 side na wa say nya 5 angles enti anytime be na Crystal Palace enkura ball ni bia ubehu ne 3 players omo anim ho ebereche eze Mateta anasa omo be drop deep sa 3 players no ebe close lane say Joshua Echampong Saloba and Rhys James ain't mean locate Chelsea midfielders no. Enti ombe block Chelsea midfielders no. Defenders need view from locating the midfielders. Then again, Abranti a friend say, "Eye Hughes." Eme make sure that time you obey Jina Kopama so. Then Richard ebe Jina Kukureya so. Then Magay ebe close down Enzo Fernandez. So every single player, our Chelsea bobo konim no. Un say Crystal Palace for no a close you down. And to Chelsea for no a players no ain't me and that freedom to open up a Crystal Palace bobo no and to tembiano that 5-sided geometry block no na a year juma de Crystal Palace bobo no na time be omu defend ya omu very solid and compact na ye difficult for Chelsea to open up and to kinu won say Chelsea about 71.5% of ball possession can won him Chelsea passes on my Chelsea ma 568 passes by busa won say sa passes no etimi create enough chances in my Chelsea and I know Chelsea nya 19 attempt to score emu 3 penalty on target by Shadiewi Chelsea o pass bebre no players of 9 car ball Chaloba na 9 car ball 117 times Chaloba o ye defender do nya na 9 car ball kesu otoso mienu eye Joshua Champon 108 o ye defender do otoso miensa na 9 car ball eye Rhys James defender 95. The also 4th and 9 car ball Chelsea, Caicedo 85 or a defensive midfielder. And the ball now Chelsea dominating possession.
Okay.
When him say Dilap, Ebe mun 9 car ball 10. Kopama 9 car ball 48. Gatins can 28. Joao Pedro can 9 car ball 23. And the ball name called the opponent half. So Ubeka say Chelsea team Ubeka say yes. Omo performance na ni soro by Crystal Palace no Crystal Palace no kin na omo performance
omo ankasa so many big games ebo Crystal Palace there enye ne
and few chances I buy no okay obi to say Andre Santos chance and nko so Pedro Neto the Dilap the so na e was so so you know a big one in the match Chelsea na me no ka say no Pini Zahavi offer Benjamin Pavard the Barcelona
Benjamin Pavard
e the Barcelona
okay
Leicester City so I reject £26.7 million from Sunderland. Abdul Fattah Isahaku
26 million
26.7 million
almost
omonje ana Nicolas Jackson Lukaku prana we prano mete say na wo ye story bi omode Nicolas Jackson aka options ne ho
for Napoli Adelson shekikine na brana me so say bia didum kama yenko na nsenche e be shebi
na mama reshe mia my sister Erama Amakunedu or Tobinko accountant or Eastern region
okay you wish happy birthday
we wish happy birthday nyamishira ni bebre inti I don't know Ken na mama ntoaso mama nko basa na me free homra share over the years there ama La Liga no amount for interest to the be na omutiatia break referees decisions and in yama na esi wa La Liga nimo Last year, every single game went under scrutiny. Barca, Madrid, we see me. To the extent say, you league, La Liga Referees Association, they had to cancel in Yamani Yomu group, as also reconstituted the group. One of the measures, and I know back kind say, referees near money din term, your body din 24 hours, your kobobo. Knowing say, some problems that you face or La Liga ni munyinano, everything you're done, we're going to have a proper La Liga season. Sana La Liga for the shayable. Dear course weekend, Barca Mallorca no. Among four are not talking about the game again. Again, we are back to Sir referees incident. Yanko baby Didn't kind. The decision to appoint Luis Monera, I think it was absolutely wrong.
I didn't hear.
Monera. Last year, no Basam. Madrid versus Osasuna. Oko show red card Edema Jude Bellingham, so Jude Bellingham didn't attempt. Madrid for the casa or your Basani, Emma Madrid for the Konifia Koyi. Pictures ni videos at the Barca Messi at Taritari ni fear home.
Yeah, the pictures, yeah.
And one accusing in your money be to the extent they say, Papa na fe crade, no, I am frustrated. H money jinan chain. And almost so cast or more, I clear all allegations. So this is a manner, ya bonny ding abatabasa home. If you want to start on a clean note, nobody bust a game and come on train kakra. But what's in command, I mean, you didn't say. Now, Obiani ni Barca name Madrid mun come on the facing channel. Let's have a proper conversation. And you wanna call no. One, go na hafinya share no. Masha bono ango. It was a clean goal.
Bono is in natural line.
Exactly.
But Osha, you were saying a bimare.
Me say kind of chahacha. It was a clean goal.
Okay. Antra line. Because born say Mrana say as I say whole circumference then the extra line. And a born now masha angles ni bebree. Anko and a lami yama yi born ni pie. So my for ni case e was situation way mo. Second goal for Ferran Torres goal no. Now watch this. Ebiana referee ni trimuposo obedi born di ama Barcelona. But the reaction ni niema bi ebe mama fa link say akwa no. Nusuban or yes, so be di born at the Amabasa. Now, me person me would dinkomo ye pa. First incident, Shadia. 7 year pictures now. Okay. Ken Wadaroma, watch this. 22 seconds. Sorry, 22 minutes, 56 seconds. And a born no call ball real and a born in him not off from. Pacho, check minutes. About a head injury.
Head injury. Imrana Chira says so obi top from one. It's sanity. A bit me coming in some runner say, Gina game no. This be a game no. It's a born anymore top form no. Mallorca planning a signal to referee say abon anymore one top form stop the game no. So 22 minutes 56 seconds. Next one. Referee nehu into Shadi Obabe. Nenko next one. And no dia ben shena no. So Obeba ben. Where's the 22 minutes 57 seconds? It's just 1 second after boy you top for or dia ben shena no. So Obeba ben incidents me boa so who television say obeba ben that time no born be different Torres walk crowd
okay
no born in different and yes na be di one waka say me dey man me dey share man one na obobo it is a lie inti born name be different Torres born aben share na no obeba ben ma born nko born to net no na 23 minutes 2 seconds so that's like about 6 to 7 seconds in between. Body say we anyway ya ben the free no.
Yes, so stop a game.
Listen. Iti say sa in some na better bontin say auto form na ball nation it is a lie. It is a liar. Me who how to describe because I have given you the evidence about 6 to 7 seconds. Abeni chiana no sa obeba ben or she game no sa na go ni ko say. What I say? Iti a hot year. Honestly, ebia na enye ni trim so obedi ball no di amaba so but ni suban ni ye bi no and actually sir but in the whole I think say Barcelona were Barcelona just that me disappointment and say now was some commission for the bebre but Barcelona decided say almost slow game no down good one you be share Madrid the NHL ken dia to so bio Manchester United game no Ruben Amorim the 4th game as Manchester United coach on the Arsenal the boy. Sometimes no I say Leicester, no I say Everton. Now attention o Ruben Amorim so ye pa. In that game, omo born in December. Now who are that go and watch that game. United played very well. Man you lose 2-0. 2 goals ni nyina a set pieces and the goals ni by. In fact, that game no Arsenal enya corners mako 13 ya bop corner Arsenal the 2 corner kicks na ball no ye be ball Thomas Taipate no akompia goalkeeper no akwese ne kon echi na ohekel ne sa na ball na akwese ye na Ruben Amorim say of you Manchester United ball the difference was set pieces. This is Ruben Amorim. I think it was about 4th of December last year. Okay. Throughout the season, teams are complaining at the Premiership for they say, Arsenal set pieces, no corners, no more no. Almost foul referees, almost foul goalkeepers. There has been complaints at clubs na diako. Into before the league, referees no call club to club. I can catch almost say yeah, but corner, yeah, but free kick, a heckling be a bekoso, our boxing will be a foul.
Bruno Fernandes, your Manchester United captain, after the game, I know because Omushiomo. Ebeka sanse no e no wan say o medu pitch no so referees na change on my
me that say waka sanse no omo club to club explaining the new rules say heckles because clubs now be complaints say Arsenal for dey no mo ye no e ya no mo foul goalkeepers no go last year some catch us Pate miami nua Pate ono an e start no akose goalkeeper ne nchen na so mo heckle na kakra
so be bi magana ba ko
e fama e bra
e fam
this season
say Saliba na
Arsenal assistant routine says so nyina kogu echire o hear television so a ne ye ba no nyina ba nti e be to say omu ngina penalty box mu no makwa heckle but the reality was that enrade na see no one goalkeeper atabayin de wanyade sa kwa no oda o post mu a esesa we scary wo pie ye kane no nti e ya no mo hwek smike mu ne ade no kra wo ye play wo slow because the penalty box no say sa area hockey crib na won enim na ya wo goalkeeper nankasa area no you need to be scary there because play a bit deal rough referee no knows that it is your area but on one kasa other post in why remember until they targeted him. Watch this. In as much as I would want to say goalkeeper na nyade Arsenal for foul goalkeeper no, and I'll give you evidence. Maybe I'll show your television also. This is Saliba clearly holding Ataba in the Ninsa. Ninsa no dey den be in the page Ninsa so the Ninsa na block ball no. And now Saliba o don nsa kan just say what's distracting the position of where Ataba in that want to punch the ball. Clear foul. This is clear foul and I'm wondering why referees in the far for na ahwe knowing very well some one so na mo dem ramba say hecklings be because to be am behwe na ma free mu ni ahwe ni entwai. Second one Ken ade ba ko esan so kire ma adwen so kakra ni say Manchester played very well na Cunha and Mbuemo akire say wunya EPL experience because also adaptation is easy. Because Premiership they know ins and outs, they know how difficult it is. Send you run into spaces and you're saying the coach they know. Name this is why my problem is 65 minutes inside the game. It is quite obvious to say Sa Mbuemo na ojina hono boni bedin wa obo Cunha as a number 9 or drop it deep ebe bobo ni bi. Na Messi Mount also was playing well. Na Manchester United elake say ball could do anymore ball be turn it. I felt to say the substitution of Benjamin Sesko was absolutely wrong decision from the coach. Na Sesko already meba preseason wanya papa bia o.
Yeah, wanya preseason. But omo ye preseason game bi man wo. Current man ball. Obo friendly game bi wo.
Yeah.
Be do ba bi no say Sesko ne Magua. And a pekanatu anymore. Say
a boss on a young ball. One say, my point, and they say, come in the Sesko crab last 5 minutes. Because I felt a sad time, no. Now was a Bruno Fernandes, Equanim Hobby, Nequaya Bruno, Cunha, and Mbuemo. No, the Kobe Menu, a big jam fee for no controlling because clearly ne nim ho omo hia obi a onim ball no se na esi kaka ball no eto net ho no Benjamin Sesko because by say 20 something minutes no boy na can ball just 7 times o just 7 and yes say na form so clearly ball no ankasa no enya onya adapt very well who the jokeress here me I felt to say Arsenal so some rush boy no ono so wenya proper preseason Arsenal are just rushing the boy and no mama boy no kofo din attempts are and so I don't understand. Chelsea Crystal Palace Ken
for you man
that's it say Crystal Palace Saturday me catch up say interviewer me say ya me yam say me eh the ana slots e kan after Community Shield game no and I say 2-2 no more bono nani agi and so lose game no say oh game na need 2-2 nani agi ne say last year we bought Crystal Palace o mintimi an 2 goals in for the defense na dey supporters na ye no pa but check here there na opeso say Crystal Palace for when they sit and they say they want to defend massa
in big games
hey
Crystal Palace City got an to City
oh I'm there say intimi no bonus now we see this is where the whole issue is. Chelsea for first phase of build up, coach on Feniagro. Say goalkeeper ball, not the ball, na man the defenders, na the ball, ni man midfielders. And I must say first phase of build up. Into Chelsea first phase of build up on a 3-2 near 3 defenders, 2 midfielders. Inti debia no first phase don't pass the ball no. Inti time will be say Chelsea aye phase of build up. Na obi aye fit aye Levi Colwill. And the same fifi because pass the ball no well. International Levi Colwill pride and coach no tell some kind. Also be affecting the build up inti mpanyifo no for bimra na the closest player obetimi aye the Levi Colwill aye tossing na darabia yo ono so pass well kakra tossing he was not part of the game. Intina clearly it was going to affect Chelsea's build-up. And the NKB solution is say Chelsea for nyai say omoye sa first phase of build-up. No man carry ball no and go fast and no anymore. But coach insist say pass the ball. Let's have our proper phase. It's anymam you know. Josh Echampon did very well on Make Mateta out of the game. Nebom Saboni kuta Josh. Umuya ye starting game no nan passes na SS rough. Because I felt to say Josh Champion not all struggle with build up no. Ray James in the senior players Chaloba almost the ball into it's clearly Sir Crystal Palace for the press room the Chelsea first phase me that was the first problem because we went carry ball now one time. It is a Chelsea face difficulties in their first build up Kopama who game no so. Okay. I don't think a game no I want for class draw Pedro and Moboni we see they all played.
But because you had a crime at the
exactly.
But on born, I saw my try some located Kopama because Kopama na agro waje Club World Cup in your friend saying Conference League, you know. Saying Yanwanka, a behadring.
Season
because we're 9 months on show play go.
Since January.
Since January, who's January? You move. Now more born shall go one penalty.
Open play.
Some located because when you're born,
you see,
team
Chelsea. How do they locate Kopama? By building up.
Build up, okay.
And see, if they get their build up wrong, they cannot locate him.
But that's it.
And see, but
Crystal Palace, on you be.
Maybe I trust a free kick in the Obiati.
Free kick as a media. Free kick as a media. Spain and Kayasem Cassia.
They say Emrani a clear.
Some Brea been a cost being sa Obekai. Say a so being sa. I go keep a chebo, yes, on inside. Yes, I know 1 year, keep an eye. Oh, the Moses Kai said, the one and who didn't channel. No, I will say, I'll be betting me Piawa, my boy, before Baby. Maybe Sasa will be where didn't tell Moses Kai said. Pacho also make a second. Yet, and say, Sir Encanino, not your 2 waller, not play by Quaco Shane Fin, oh, Pimpia. The FIFA says that thing a hard. I'm Rayan, how come you find you? Yeah, and say, the fact say I'm for back 1 year, just say me for back 1 year. And Rana say 1 meter rule. Free kick ni siwa. It came back to Jinaha, post mammy. Before free kick ni back, oh, Kaujinawa. Before free kick ni back on, maybe be a perfect too. But Sema gay, a pushing a one or trust 1 meter between the wall
and the next
time naso because me jawa obetrechem demom nipa na was too much or your fit we free kwedo ona yesum na yese yapem obi bigi ana anya sa sen kan kra bi ka Joshua champion ka meji atum ono na yepem na ye je pana ye je you know o pinjo bia ana hwem finfin okay just ya form wedi
kidam we are Roy Keane story
eze
na me de link it to the Manchester United game. Roy Keane say Manchester United supporters no. It looks like say omu nim team no omu di achi no.
Mo.
Na supporters no any age after losing a game against Arsenal. Roy Keane is a legend of Manchester United. Obo Manchester United Gigi Nkuruwa Edema Boko no. He played for Manchester United for more than 10 years. And clearly, so such a person come Manchester United as someone. On team now or can of wasem. Oh, you know if you want. If you've known Manchester United, on Kai Shekrampo, under the era of AS Alex Ferguson. Now her success is at Manchester United chocky here. Or her performance at Manchester United dining at the point. Manchester United was the only club senior Pep Guardiola. Now it's the Premier League now in the Premier League era. This is the club we are talking about. When your success is baby, it is our son money na ene United be lose game. Na Manchester United support any budget. So we lose 1-0 name mo bobola on a Roy Keane be adwene. But the bia make say issue be Keane at second. It was two sides. The Manchester United supporter is happy because when we improvement the Manchester United play. That is why the supporters are happy. And not necessarily the loss to Arsenal. Debbie. But Manchester United know who in the last season. How poor na Manchester United performance next year. Any baller United the bono. Any you here in the first game of the Premier League. Not to do na adwene you almost Manchester United they see last season no. And no be na say ba si no. And no na Manchester United supporter any aje. Can last season Manchester United ne Arsenal share 3 times. 3 times in the Barca. Na game week 14 in the English Premier League. And nana kwaku ka ho asem no. Manchester United lose 2-0. All lose 2-0 no, in terms of ball possession, na 50-50. But a lot of chances in the game. And then near maybe here will game no. Arsenal na yes anema no. From there, almost say she our FA Cup mu. FA Cup na Manchester United had the penalties. Eddie Arsenal bobo ko ni frame. Can oyi Arsenal left him on penalties no. In terms of ball possession, Arsenal ball 70% and Manchester United ball 30. Say your chances creation. Say a shot on target. At the be a game in Bian Opetimo year. Na ya Arsenal bobo no. From there, the second meeting will league him almost to share in week 28 kind year pa. Sa game into so year 1-1. Arsenal able 68% of ball possession. Manchester United ball 32. It is all Manchester United last season. On the Arsenal meetings. Any ball on my boy. Now already Manchester United boy for the first time. Since Manchester United share Arsenal 8-2 in 2011, Ken. Manchester United share Arsenal about 20 plus shots in a single game. In C.
On shots more than 20.
More than 20 plus.
The last on board 20, almost say 8.
Against Arsenal. Almost Arsenal 8-2. Okay. Since then, on share Arsenal ain't more 20 plus shots in a single game. It will Premier League. These are the things that Manchester United supporters know. Never more money aje. And yes, Abia will lose it to Arsenal. I was happy with the play of the Manchester United team.
Okay.
And certain individual performances. Now we'll come Matthias delete them. For the first time, me will delete and nipa woni mujidi wo Ajax no. E Manchester United. The kind of performance or dying for United and na. Uye no ni free one more. Look at the performance of Casemiro. How he controlled the game for Manchester United and na. Say na Casemiro betimi aba. Me nya sure say United supporter be sorry. Say Manchester United in compare Carlos Baleba.
Ogate aso improve you na. Ken Ogate say adene ba say o meyi Casemiro na o mesuade.
Aye.
Na so ne Casemiro no but difference be any mana.
Casemiro is even better than Ogate.
Na mo koto no be den.
Ken say na yenim so obetimi aba be ye.
Okay.
And Oba and fire. It's the performance of Casemiro and it was very good. Oh, yeah, no, if you want more. Me, Bruno Fernandes are only other partners to help him in the game. So, our Manchester United last season, United a bubble. Now, Obi stop Bruno. There is no creative spark. na Manchester United team nim fin dum but enra for Manchester United so also Bruno Fernandes what Mason Mount was creating he was playing well for Manchester United who you only free one man look at the performance of Cunha fab ball take ons dribbles passes adie bi ebe hia wo game mu say attack abetimi bia he was doing it with the exception of scoring it is a ohra sa niema we yetisi wo game ni mu look at the performance of Ahmad coming from the bench.
Ahmad in the Bobo.
There was a lot of improvement in the Manchester United play. And no remember United supporter any adje. And yes, we'll lose against Arsenal. We can only be hopeful. The performance net to us to say yeah. Then I believe the Manchester United this season never won home because after winning United performance and Manchester United was robbed. Who you goalkeeper need any free one man. Saliba tackle or the Cunha, so it was a clear penalty. This ball.
No penalty.
Clear penalty. Referee ignore it.
Referee Simo.
Almost is saying. And these are the signs. I'm a Manchester United supporters and yes, I will lose against us. The guys did well. And okay. They have to continue with this kind of performance, Ken.
Okay.
Manchester City new Wolves.
I
was impressed with the performance of one player.
Okay.
Nico Gonzalez.
Nico, yeah.
Yes. Say Doba. Sabra na bebo ball from Manchester City because ABS Rodri ni hono mo a ye be pro bi obetimi aginem na waya that adwuma na dia Manchester City bobo ko no a enye joke because of the standard of Rodri player na by last season and the performance na up and down this season the first game of the season he was one of the best players for Manchester City if not the best player and now at their defensive midfielder betimi ayo games mo when it comes to tackles. No, yeah, the Manchester City bobo no. Tackle bi oko ye bia he had a 100% record.
Yeah, Tijani Renders no be can so.
Of course.
Overshadow no.
Yes. Obo ni nyina wie ye no. Osanso the goal kan ho. And the goal babo mu a aside that Tijani Renders is a new player in the English league.
Okay.
But at least Nico Gonzalez last season eba midway through abebo kaka. It's the new players na attention e wo mo so ye head o metimi dia ba. Ground duels oko for 11 or we need 10. This is the kind of player we are talking about. Aside Ojibo ni the distributions was also super. Why defensive jobs and every Ojibo no call anymore. He had the most touches in the game. 98 touches. It will game anymore. When it comes to passing accuracy, about 78 passes for completing 72.
They're coin left and right and economy. Because it's a passes in the way.
Can passes in the economy. And one misplaced here, that is the most important thing.
Into Boma keep on quiet no count.
Many shots have been for that. It's for me. I think that the performance, to stand in for Manchester City in the absence of Rodri was super good for Manchester City.
First round of games, met me I say players are more impressive. 2 Ghanaian players. We have Cunha performance and they beat me. Cunha and Shego, but I say the performance na no she. Mohamed Kudus Antoine Semenyo performance. Obetimi dia topo obetimi dia tutu bia our perform this week our Premier League Semenyo and Kudus Semenyo crowd the end na level was rodo and Tijani Renders I think say player ba kwa yan show respect him for man still Holland because nema na wo ye no say e normal on the Holland they say we should 50 kura normal and shada news okay and when biem and Mbuemo kakra Mbuemo so na nya bad the latest so na nya bad but 2 Ghanaians Semenyo na Kudus we 10 players and have even 5 for years on count 5 for Muntimi room
but Semenyo
there 5 for count Kudus unra top 5 for them
Semenyo kra no wiki no kra me metimi aka e be ma no
say Richarlison go now share no nkofo ni say o say Richarlison go na technique but akwano go Semenyo go no ko share ne dey
Richarlison na share Burnley
Burnley for the money
body respect for someone to
go to Ghana team ben
for someone to go to Anfield
oboti Liverpool Konate and Van Dijk
no wo kra the first goal ni free of second goal baby of far ball ni di free
ko share
masa me dey come your play be obeti me na total play
I think we Antoine Semenyo yeah EPL we Semenyo